Right, so today what I want to do is just kind of tell you what the gospel is. And maybe not even the whole gospel, because I think sometimes we just rush into, hey, this is Jesus, Jesus saves. And then the questions just become like, okay, who is Jesus? Who do you think he is? What is he saving me from? I'm not sure what I'm getting into here. So I think the best place to start is actually at the beginning, ironically enough. Um, First verse of the Bible says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth." And I think sometimes we skip over that and we say, "Well, that's just basic, Yeah, I know God created the heavens and the earth." I mean, me personally, when I'm driving to work, I pass the mountains, um, just these beautiful mountains every day, and we all wake up and we see the sunrise. And I want to ask you, if this is kind of catching you off guard. Um, this whole like what is the gospel thing, why am I watching this video? um what what do you think when you look out at the sunset, or when you see beautiful mountains, or when you see the love in your heart that you have for your daughter, your son, as a parent, or maybe romantic love, when you enjoy good food, when you turn on the heater and you get warm, um, yeah, when it's cold outside and you realize, hey, I have a shelter over my head and I have these blessings around me. But also just looking out at creation and seeing, like, look at the way that it works, like the rain comes down and waters the earth, and the earth brings forth fruits and vegetables, and um, people and animals, procreate and make more animals and people. And why does it work this way? Where did this all come from? Because that is, I think, a great starting point. It's a great starting point of recognizing that there's a fingerprint of God upon the world and upon your life and upon your heart. You can look inside your heart, and even though our hearts are deceitful and wicked, um, there is a knowledge of right and wrong there. There's a stamp. We're very concerned. We tend to be very concerned with justice. And we know that inherently that lying is wrong and that stealing things is wrong. Where did that come from? So there's goodness in our heart in the sense that we know the difference between right and wrong. And we know, inside of us, even though we might try to suppress it, that there is a God, that creation didn't come from nothing. So I would encourage you to read the first two chapters of Genesis, just to kind of see the story. Because if you're going to follow along with these videos, we're going to have to like kind of start like with, who is God, like, and the first most fundamental thing to recognize is that he is the creator of heaven and earth. And of course, and I'm going to give kind of an overview here. Maybe we'll drill down on the who is God thing as creator a little bit more next week. But the next thing is like to understand, once you know that God is creator, he's one, he's universal, in the sense that we're not talking about a local deity. So Jesus isn't just the best religion that we can find among all other religions that are maybe true or maybe not, or the old pagan idea of local deities, or just kind of a way to help you deal with things. We're talking about the creator of heaven and earth. And then I also want to throw in the second issue, right? What immediately comes up when you read Genesis 1 and 2 and you see how good the creator is. Then you see what's called the fall into sin. The Bible says that all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So I'd encourage you to read Genesis 3 and just consider in your life, have you loved God with all your heart and soul and mind and strength? And have you loved your neighbor as you loved yourself? Have you ever lied? Have you ever stolen something? Think about and let God show you the sin in your life.